Hello. Um, I just want to upload a video on, I don't know, I can't keep everything in my head, and I don't really feel like opening up to anybody and saying it all out loud. But I'm really a shitty person, if I'm being honest. And I'm also really miserable. My life could have been so much better if I didn't self-sabotage everything I would have and just ruin everything. I guess it's also the part about feeling lonely, that I felt alone for a really long time, that when everything just goes great, I would miss the comfort in the sadness. It really started in third year of middle school, that I started feeling really, really alone. I would distance myself from everybody, and which really drove me into a really bad spot, that I just couldn't, I just couldn't do anything without self-sabotaging myself. In third year of middle school, all of middle school, I had my best friend Marco. I would do everything with him. He knew everything about me. Anything I would do, I would tell him. In that last year of middle school, I really pushed myself. I became distant from him. Like, we would talk daily and we would hang out all the time, but I didn't really tell him anything anymore. Anything that would be going on, I wouldn't tell him. I never told him that I felt really sad most of the time. I was afraid that he would make fun of me. I was afraid that anybody would make fun of me. So I really just kept all that sadness for myself. And not only that, I was also a really shit person, because I got into a relationship with a girl I didn't really like. And I was too afraid to confront it and deny her and tell her that I don't feel the same way she feels about me. And we got to the point where we had sex together, and I just couldn't stand her anymore. It was really miserable being with her. But I was afraid of telling her. I would never tell her anything. It was for a relationship of 4 months that I just kept hiding the fact that I didn't like her, until I had to tell her. I couldn't stand it anymore. And that was the first time I really did something for myself and spoke up for myself. And I told her, I didn't directly tell her that I didn't like her. I just told her that I needed time. It was I was too afraid to tell her the truth. And I don't really care about how she felt now because she got into a relationship a week later. But the same thing happened recently. I was in an on and off relationship with a girl for a year, and I really hated her. She was such an asshole of a person, but I couldn't let go of her. It was so horrible being with her. I didn't like her anymore. And for a whole year, I really kept that to myself. And I kept telling myself, it'll get better. Maybe she'll change and actually show some love. She never showed love, only rarely. And well, I started liking somebody else. And I didn't tell her that I liked somebody else. I kept trying to distance myself from her by treating her horribly and being such a dick to her. I made her feel sad a lot of times, which I didn't. I will admit I did not care, because she would make me feel way worse a lot of times. And I don't know why I kept making myself, my own life miserable by staying with her and keeping up with all her horrible attitudes. And I just couldn't do anything for myself until I had to tell her. And I didn't tell her that I'd like somebody else either. I just kept using the excuse that I needed my own time. And I don't know, I just feel like such a horrible person for being such a liar. I lied to like everybody. I would lie all the time. And I would be such a dick to everybody. Every time something went well, I would just, I don't know, ruin everything. And I would compare myself to everybody else. I would see that everybody else had so many friends. I would see that everybody else had amazing grades. Everything went well for most people. And I would just be hopeless. My grades were awful. I felt really alone. I didn't really have anybody to talk to. And even when I had somebody to talk to, I would just keep everything to myself. And I don't know, I'm just such a useless person. I can't really do anything. I'm doing horrible in school. I have no talent in anything. I just sit alone all day at home, just playing games. And I will never be able to achieve what most people could easily achieve, like passing a math test, because everything seems impossible for me. And every time I have hope, I just throw it all out the window and make things difficult for myself. I could have been such a good person, but I just make horrible decisions for myself. I just can't get better in anything.